ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tomb Raider. When last we left, we found our way through most of this previous level to this set of golden doors. And we will end up wrapping back around on ourselves, but we've got a nice little other section to go through first. Now, this level, I don't find this level to be a particularly challenging level on the whole, but that could be because I know where I'm supposed to go. So, I can see it being a bit confusing for first-timers if you haven't done this before. This room always seemed really intimidating to me because, you've got 4 pull-out blocks. And to be honest, you don't need to go into most of them. If memory serves right, you only need these first 2. There are some goodies behind the others, but you don't have to go there at all. So behind this one, we're going to find a little pool of water that we can drop into. Now, ultimately where we want to be going is through that door up there. But we've got to go and open that first, which we will do. So, drop in here, and we need to get out fast enough because there is a croc around here. Although I'd like to draw him out and over to me. There he is. So that he's at least in my general vicinity while I pop my guns out. Yeah, there we go. See, there's gaps under this, like everywhere. So he can quite easily just give you the runaround. There we go. Now I've got your attention, haven't I? Come on, up you go. There we go. Now, with him taken care of, there's a couple of things to get. First things first is we've got some magnum clips down here. And we're amassing quite a collection of magnum clips, which I'm perfectly happy with. We will start using them a bit more very soon. The other thing to get while we're here is going to be this medipack just here. And then last but not least, certainly the most important thing of this room is this key. I'll make it back without popping my head out. But actually, to be fair, I just want to show there's nothing else in this room. This is everything. Literally everything. So, knowing that, we go back the way we came. I think there is usually a save crystal in that room as well. And I do... This room has probably caught out a lot of people. We've got a slide, or a slope even. And it's going to drop us into pretty close quarters with a puma. Which isn't ideal, but as long as you're ready to go, you should be able to get it off without taking any or much damage at all. So that's going to open the door at the top of this room. There's not actually anything else down here, despite the fact it's a very large room. Even nothing hidden behind the pillar or anything. It's just a really wide open room for whatever reason. And even over there, where you can kind of climb up, I don't think there's anything up the top of this either. I don't think we can make the jump up here. No. So we have to take the other way. And I wanted to go this way anyway because there is a small small medi pack. I hope I don't start struggling with that, calling them medi packs again. But there's a small medi pack at the top of this one. Then we can just continue on our way. So, with that, we're going to climb up these blocks, and we're going to take a big old jump across to there. Now, before we do anything more, there is some magnum clips behind here. Now, this is kind of why I say this room probably got some people, because this drops us straight back down to right where we started. So, you tell me, was all of that worth it for a small medipack and some magnum clips? I don't know. Maybe. But once you drop down that slope, you have to go through the whole thing because you can't get back up any other way. And that only leaves these last two. Now, what I like to do here is pull this a good way out. We're going to end up sticking it under that door so we can reach it anyway. So, you know, pulling it the whole way out to here is ideal. And the reason I do that is because as soon as we start to walk down this corridor, we're going to have a little friend. So I like to jump straight up and just take care of it from up here. And I don't know why, but the pumas really like to leave rooms. There we go. And all we've got behind this block is a small medipack. Now look, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. I'll take all of the items I can get, all the pickups I can get, particularly if the only thing in my way is going to be an enemy that I can just hop on a block and take care of without any risk of danger. This side, on the other hand, is a pretty similar situation in that we also... Oh, no, we didn't trigger him. There we go. We also have a puma in this room. And we're going to deal with them exactly the same way. But the thing about this one is, this one actually has literally nothing behind it. Which I think is a bit... It's just a bit mean, to be honest. So out of all 4 of these blocks and pathways that we can go, we only actually need to go one way, which is that first block we went in with the crocodile in the water. Like, you can do that, and then nothing more will impact your progression in this level. So if you didn't want to go through all that stuff where you feel like the items aren't worth the effort, then, you know, you'll be perfectly fine. But we needed that key, and the reason we needed that key was for this keyhole right here. Now, this keyhole is one of those ones that doesn't just do one thing. So yes, it does open that door, but it also opens this door as well, and it doesn't really show you that. But that's fine. You know, we don't need to go that way yet, and we will wrap around to above there anyway. So, we're going to follow this the whole way around. I have a vague recollection that we get jumped on the way around here as well. Oh yeah. So, there it is. We have to be a lot more careful now with these, because they explode now. And that explosion does deal a hefty amount of damage. So we need to watch out for that, and any chance we get, we need to be taking those mummies out from a distance. Now, the reason that we went this way is because we need to be here first. So you can see here another obelisk, which is effectively just a giant pillar. Now, I don't know how well you can see, but there are 4 items on the, like, kind of sitting on the outside of each side. And those 4 bits sticking out from the platforms, they're bridges. And the basic goal of this level is to drop all 4 bridges so you can get all 4 items. Not too crazy an idea, but we have to drop the bridges one by one. Again, not too crazy an idea. But actually finding where you get them from is kind of where the challenge comes. Now, we could grab that now. I don't particularly want to. I like to wait until the end and grab them all 4 together. And I'll show that a little later on. So, from here, we're just going to dive straight down and grab these magnum clips while we're here. And then hop up here to grab these shotgun shells. Now, from here, you would be forgiven for not seeing it because it does kind of blend in with the kind of pattern of the walls. But where we have to go is this way. I don't think we'll make that jump. No. I always try to make that without falling back into the water, but I never seem to make it. Okay, so we're going to take this down. And yes, we do have pumas in here. I thought that much. And they can't get to us from here, so we're just going to take our time and pick them off. Oh. Weirdly enough, the best advice I can give for anybody taking on this game for the first time is just be patient with it. Like, genuinely, the more patient you are, the less likely you are to die and make silly judgment calls. It's honestly, like, I can't advocate that more. Okay, so from here we have got to get climbing. And we've got a couple of things to grab in this room, a couple of different little places to go to. First thing we need to do is make another one of these kind of difficult jumps. Oh, we got it first time. Where you don't really have a point where it'll allow you to stop and you just kind of have to gauge the distance yourself. Okay, so we make that jump. And then we make this jump. So where we really need to be going is up top. But I would like to show just a little something over here. There's a large medipack. And we also have a little drop down hole here as well. Oh no, we don't want to be loading game, thank you. So, drop down here, we hit a slope. And then we've got some fighting to do. So we're going to use our magnums here just because they're a little bit more efficient at long range, and I'd like to keep them at long range if I can. Oof, man, we're taking a thumping. They really don't pull any punches, these guys. Oh, come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jesus, 2 large medipacks he's made me use now. And that explosion hurts. So you can see that these guys, they're really no joke. And you really don't want to get caught in a tight space with them because they will absolutely destroy you. Now, what I wanted to demonstrate down here is, this is another situation of you being stuck in a room with enemies for nothing. There is nothing here. No items, nothing to pick up. It's an absolute red herring. But I just wanted to show you guys what's in there so that, you know, you kind of know what's going on. So with that done, Actually, we could probably make our way up this way. I think. I thought there was a sec... Oh yeah, there we go. We can go up this way. So there's two routes you can take to get up. And honestly, in hindsight, this is probably a more efficient way to get to where I was trying to go. I was so sure I could go this way. I was so sure I could go this way. Huh, maybe not. Okay, well, that proves me wrong. Go forward, Lara, please. There we go. So we'll take this same way up again. Oh no! We're not having an awful lot of luck today, are we? Okay, now I want to be going this way. We can turn around and we'll take a run and jump at this. Now, we don't actually need to go back over there because we can quite easily make our way to where we need to be going from this side. So before I commit to that silly, if that's even a word, we will go this way. And we're looking to get over there to that pillar. And that'll get us up to the next level. And up. Now I think there's usually a save crystal here. And honestly, I am going to save because a mistake here will kill you. The fall down to the bottom from here is just guaranteed death. There's no margin for error here. That's okay, because we're not going to make any errors, are we? Now, from here, you can just, make a stand and jump, and you'll make that pretty fine. Now, this is where we find our second switch. Oh, shit, I didn't think I'd aggro him just yet. I really wish I could deal with them long range, like before they get that close to me. I just didn't catch it in time for that guy. This switch, anyway, lowers our second bridge, which we will get to momentarily. But first, there is a sneakily hidden cache of items right here. And what we get for our troubles is a small medipack and 2 magnum clips. And these magnum clips I'm going to be absolutely hunting out. I don't think at this point I'm probably ever going to run out of magnum ammo because I have quite a lot of it. But I'd rather be safe than sorry and not run out at all. Guarantee that I won't run out at all. Now we will come back to here in a moment. But there's one other place I need to go to first of all. And that is going to be down here. Now, for a long time, I had spent ages trying to find a way to get from here and jump sideways onto the stuff to the right there, where you can kind of see some shotgun shells as we passed by there. But there's not really any point. Now, there is a puma hiding back here. There we go. Go. That does the job a lot better than the pistols. And again, I don't... Oh, there is. Would you look at that? There's magnum ammo behind here. I was about to say I don't think there's anything behind here, but I was wrong. Yes, folks, you heard it. I was wrong. But anyway, what we're actually looking for down here is this switch here, kind of hidden underneath the staircase. Well, the slope case. which is about to become a staircase. So by pushing that, it turns this into a staircase that we can climb, which is exactly what we need. This one can be kind of difficult if you want to try to jump it up, because you'll hit a point where you're just too close and you'll bounce back off. Now, before we go any further, we're going to just take a quick hop over to here and grab these shotgun shells. Then we can continue back along. And then from here, we'll just drop onto here. Now, hitting that switch has this was a staircase. Hitting that switch has turned what we slid down into a staircase, but turned this into a slope, which we need to rectify. And we do that just here. So we get a large medipack and a switch. And this doesn't drop a bridge, which you would probably have thought it would do. Oh, that's not the door. All it does is... Oh, that's just a way around. Okay, yeah, I don't need to go that way. All it does is just turn this back into a staircase and the part on the left back into a slope. So, we need to make our way right up to the top of this now. And from here, we need to grab... Oh, no, I'm dead. Yeah, fine. I should have taken a running jump. I screwed up. Okay, guys, we are back. We made our way back around, did everything exactly the same, except this time. This time we're going to do a running jump, and we're not going to die. See? See how I knew that happened? But anyways, once we get over to this crack, we just need to shimmy the whole way across, and we can drop down on these gold platforms. I don't really know what they're supposed to be. They just kind of look like floating gold columns. But I ain't gonna complain. I ain't gonna complain, because I need them. So from here, it can be a little bit misleading about the ground here, but we do just drop onto this. This is a slope that we can't do anything with for now, so we're just going to tuck ourselves away through here. And we get another switch. We're just going to do the same thing again and switch all... Well, actually, I think it only affects this one. So now this has become some stairs. Now, and at the top of this, we have a mummy to take care of, which we're going to do with the shotgun. I have worked out that it takes 3 shots with the shotgun. There we go. So there's 2 switches in this room. The first one is going to open this door to the left, which will allow us back out to these stairs and where we initially dropped down that slope back up to here. But what we really need before we go that way is this switch on the very far end, and this one will drop a bridge. So very carefully grab this small medipack, and we can take a quick second just to admire the view. And you can see we've got 3 of the bridges down. There's only 1 more bridge to go. You can also see from here that there's an item on the top of the pillar. And I don't know if you can tell, but down where that kind of silver... I don't even know what it is. It's kind of like a drum. Whatever this thing is. Its twin down there also has items behind it. And that is exactly what we're now going to go and get. So trying to make the jump from there is... It's just crazy talk. It's complete suicide. Well, it's probably not suicide, because if you don't hit anything on the way down, you'll just land in water. So it's probably not too bad, but what you really want to be doing is just squeezing past these pillars to right here. And here is where you can make this jump. No problem. I say no problem. Watch as I mess this up, though. There we go. And that is secret number 1. Now, before we make this jump, we're going to hit a quick save, just because this one is very easy to mess up. Because it's a very awkward diagonal kind of jump. I'm sure we can make it, but it's difficult to kind of aim, because you can't really gauge it very well. But if we do this right, we'll land just beside it, and that will be our second secret. So 2 in very quick succession. So from here now, we can just drop down to here. Which, you know, we hit that switch already, I think. So we need to go into here. And this room is a bit complicated. It kind of sends you around in quite convoluted circles. So where well, actually, before we even go too much further, there's one thing we need to take care of first of all, and it's we have to go down to the bottom. And I will explain why in a moment. So from here, we want to set ourselves up to drop. And as soon as we hit the ground, we want to jump straight back up. And the reason why is as soon as we hit the ground, 2 mummies will spawn. And we're just going to take them out from up here. And they really do take a beating before they go down with the pistols. It is quite something how much damage they take. So, with both of them dead, I can just demonstrate that there is actually nothing down here. And you might be saying, oh, well, if there's nothing down here, why did you bother killing the 2 of them? And I'll explain that. As we make our way around this room, there is the possibility that we will fall. And if we fall, we will drop right into the middle of those 2 and probably not get a whole lot of a chance to get back up onto that pillar so that we can't get absolutely devastated by 2 mummies. The other thing is, when we get to the very end of this path, it will drop us on the opposite side of this room, and if we haven't taken care of those mummies, we will then have to fight them. Or well, I suppose we could run, but I prefer to just take them out now so that we don't have to deal with them later. But anyways, moving on from our problematic mummies, we're going to pull up here and we're going to grab... Oh, come on. There we go. We're going to head up this way. And believe it or not, in here is our third and final secret. This one nowhere near as complicated to get. It's just a matter of knowing it's here. And we can even follow this the whole way around. And make our couple of jumps here. Because at the end here, we've even got some more shotgun shells. Which I feel like this would be a much more secret than the items back there. But however, what we do now is we have to make our way back across. I think there is a way to slip by that pillar, but it's a little bit fiddly at times. So I just prefer to run around, just keep it safe. Now, with that out of the way, we will go around this way and take these windy stairs. Oh, not that windy. Take these around to here. And that's directly across from where we started. Now, from here, we need to drop onto this brick to our right. And we have some more shimmying to do. So we're going to shimmy the whole way right. And if at this point you accidentally fall, or it won't kill you. The drop definitely won't kill you. But you will be stuck right in the middle of those two zombie mummies. So once we get to here, we can drop. And that is kind of the way we're going to go. I can't remember if there's anything up here. I don't think there is. No. Okay. Just wanted to double check. My memory of this level isn't as great as some of the other levels. And once we get to the very end here, we can drop off onto this platform. Yes. Yeah, I had to take a second there. And we need to make a running jump up to this slightly disguised platform. And from here, we have our fourth and final switch for our bridges. So now, all we have to do is go get our items. And from here, the kind of only way back is to drop. And this is the point where, I mean, if you drop down here, you're going straight into the middle of those mummies. And you don't have a whole lot of time to try to get back up to here to be able to take care of them safely. So I like to just take them out early because I know I'm going to have to at least run by them, if not drop into the middle of them accidentally. Now, so from here, and this is why I like to leave it all till the end, we can pick these up in quick succession, and because there's literally nothing stopping us, we can just jump around them diagonally and pick all four of them up, rather than hitting a switch, going across the bridge, and then finding your way back to where you have to go next. I just prefer to hit them all, and then collect them all together. Now also, the reason that it keeps showing an underwater door every time I pick one of these up is when I pick the fourth one up, that will open. And with that open, that's exactly where we're going to go. So there's nothing else to collect down here, but this next part, if you're not quick, can be a little bit dicey. So what we're going to do is we are going to swim straight down this tunnel and take it the way we need to go. And in these niches, there are items, 3 to be precise. There's 1 there, and there's 2 here. And if you don't do this fast enough, you can run out of breath really easily, because if you're checking all of them, it can take you a bit of time, and it gets a little bit close for actually getting to this. Like you can see, even there, it was a pretty tight go of it. And if I stopped to get these shotgun shells, I probably wouldn't have actually made it. Stop, Lara. Just pick up the shotgun shells, please. There's also behind here, because you were probably rushing to get your breath, you wouldn't even have noticed these. But there is also magnum clips and a small medipack just hidden away in the corners here. So, with all of those taken, we're going to have to hop up out of here and take care of this mummy. I just want to take stock of which side he's on. So he's on that side, so we're going to hop up this side. go. 3 blasts and job done. So, from here we've got a couple of goodies to grab. And would you believe it? It's even more magnum ammo. So with that collected, we're going to take... I don't think there's anything over the far side anyway. Also, this room is really cool. It's got that big opening at the top and these cool murals on the walls. But we're going to follow this around now. And believe it or not, this might seem familiar. We fought a puma in there in the last level. And beyond that gate at the bottom there, the other side of that gate is the doors that we started this level at. Which means... Oh, hello, friend. Right. There we go. I probably could have dealt with him with the pistols. I just wasn't really fussed, to be honest. I've got quite a lot of ammo, so I can kind of be frugal with it. Anyway, there's a large medipack around the side of here. And where we need to be going is over to there. I don't believe there's anything else in this room to be grabbing. I think it's just that. But I'll just do a quick once around just to be sure of that. Alright, so we can climb up here. And up. And up. And now we are back at the Sphinx. Except we're at the side of the Sphinx. And this was a slope in the previous level, as opposed to being the staircase that it is now. Now, as you would probably think, we have to put all of our 4 bits that we've got in the last obelisk into this obelisk. But before we do that, you might remember from the last part that I pulled this block out twice. And I did that on purpose, because I wanted to make the point that in this level, it's only out 1. And the reason behind that is you wouldn't think to check it, but in this passage, there is actually a wee bit of goodies in the form of shotgun shells. So just a nice little find that you may not think to look for. Unfortunately, there isn't actually anything back here. Up top there's nothing, and the way we came in originally is now blocked. So there's not really anything else, and even behind the Sphinx head, where we found like a key and a large medipack before, there's also nothing there now. This gate is also completely gated off now, so we can't even go that way. And I don't think there's anything in the water either, but I'm not 100% on that, so I'm just going to have a quick check. No. I'm actually curious. We went this way to get the first secret, which was on top of the obelisk. And I'm wondering... No, I don't think there is anything on top of the obelisk this time around, but I'm curious to have a look. Oh, we can't actually even make it this time. Whoa. Whoa. Holding action made me open my inventory as well. Weird. Anyway, we're going to put all of these items into the obelisk. So we've got the ankh that goes there. Now, I don't know if anybody else had this, but these doors, which are just on the other side of the room, these doors, I don't remember seeing those doors in the last level. Maybe it's because I'm blind, and maybe it's because I just didn't see them. But I don't... And if they were there, fair play. But I don't remember them. Okay. So with all 4 parts in, the door will open. And that will allow us to take a wee little run, a hop, skip and a jump, through the doors, and complete the level. So there you have it, guys. The Obelisk of Khamoon. 16 kills, 38 pickups, and 3 secrets out of 3. This video will probably be shorter than that 38 minutes because I... Oh, actually, will it? Yeah, it probably will be because of the fact that I died and cut out me getting back to that point. I don't know how that works in terms of timing. If it adds them, if it knows that you've reloaded and adds it all together. I'm not 100% sure. But I don't think this video is going to be... Or maybe it will be. I don't know. I'll find out when I edit this. But anyways, I hope this this walk through this level has helped. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you again in the next level. Take care.